Okay, so I find that I'm allowing emotion to rule my grades too much. Or anyway, what I would like to do is have a more basis for the grades. So I went and made this list, although it's kind of a long list, right? Um, oh, whoops, sorry, wrong thing. I'm over here. All right, rather than reading through all of it, I'll just show it to you. Okay, so the idea is the I'm putting the negative item in as high as grade as possible. Okay, so for example, if FSD cannot signal lane change at 100 feet, that would be a negative mark. But it's in the A, so it's not getting any minus from it. However, this is here because in 11.3.6, it would not signal at 100 feet. Now, at the last minute, so to speak, within 10, 20 feet, then it would turn on a turn signal as it's already doing the action. The idea of the 100 feet is they're supposed to signal your intent. So anyway, so that with 11.4.4, it's much more consistent. So I'm pretty happy with that. But the idea is if we regressed somewhere, I could move it down and prevent it from getting an A if it failed to signal. Now, am I going to do it all the time? No. But if it's something that I notice, then I would, right? So, um, okay, so like pushing the accelerator. I'm not really taking any points off if I have to use the accelerator to keep the car moving. Although by putting it here, I'm telling you at some point in the future, it will become a negative. Okay, and I have to press the accelerator 2, maybe 3 times every trip just to get the car to move forward. Um, oh, and and there's times when FSD is just not doing what it needs to do, and so brake on, FSD off, do the lane change, and then FSD back on. You should really shouldn't have to do that. Okay. What do I have down here for C? Oh, okay. So, like the thing on Anderson Mill where it comes to almost a complete stop. I mean, it's not a complete stop. It's down to 10, 11 miles an hour, but it feels like a complete stop because you're basically just sitting there. So that would be a C. Automatically, if that happened, C. That'd be the best they could do. And in that case, I'd probably actually give it a D. Well, no, C is fair. You know, the goal is, I know how grade's supposed to work. Yeah. Okay, fine, whatever. But the goal is FSD should be getting an A every time, right? It's the quality's there. It's just sometimes it doesn't work as well as you want it to. And some of the ones in here, like FSD and disengaged with warning, I never had FSD disengage. What I've had FSD say is take over, and I hit the brake. No. FSD, no, stop the screaming, FSD off. Right? Done. Now, in theory, if I allowed it to continue, maybe it would be okay. Um, that's probably not a good thing to say, huh? Um, okay, so FSD must be interrupted to handle a significant traffic goof. That would put you in a C. So an example of a traffic goof, it's not exactly that, but when I'm coming up to, well, it's happened to me once from Lakeline Boulevard going on the FM 1431, turning left or west. Actually, that was a significant traffic goof because FSD, this is 11.3.6, but FSD rolled right past the cut to make the left turn. And when it came up to the traffic light was red. There was a car in front. When we rolled forward, the car came to a stop there at the intersection and turned on left turn signal. So he missed his cut to make left turn, and then he wouldn't make a left turn from the go straight lane. Okay, so the human driver had to take over and fix it. Okay, anyway, there we go. If you really want to read through it, please feel free to do so. If you can come up with some item that's missing from this list, I'd be more than happy to hear about it. I feel like there's a lot missing, and if I was a QA person, I would feel uncomfortable publishing this list. But I'm not a QA person, I'm a software person, right? It's just, you figure out how things work as you go. A lot of the stuff, where are we? A lot of the stuff you would think should be on this list, it just adds bulk. Even now, this list feels too bulky. Okay, so let me go for a more negative thing. So what I'm thinking of, if it's in the F, FSD caused an accident. Okay. Now, how can FSD cause an accident? The human driver is supposed to be present and aware, right? So you're supposed to avoid that. On the other hand, human driver avoided an almost certain FSD accident. And there's been several where actually I have done that. Now, this has been several where it was a dangerous situation, but it wasn't an accident because there was no other vehicles present to be in an accident with. Is that a great thing? No, it's not. In fact, I think in D, yes, so in D, FSD makes a dangerous traffic move without impacting other traffic. And we've had several of those. FSD does not respond to active school zone. I haven't tested, I mean, there are several school zones not that far from where I am, but I haven't purposely gone and tried it out. But the one day I was driving through, I noticed it did not activate. And disengage without warning, yeah, okay, whatever. I don't think that's going to happen, but it's in there just in case it ever does. Okay, anyway, like I said, if you want to provide any feedback, I'd be more than happy to hear it. I want to make the FSD testing more rigorous. Not that it's my job, right? But it's kind of fun to go out and try it out. And I'm kind of hoping that we're, for those of you who have missed it, Elon Musk did a live stream of driving FSD 12, which has gone almost all AI machine learning. And it sounds very interesting, at the same time very scary, because they're talking about how, well, human drivers don't stop at stop signs. That doesn't mean it's right. Doesn't mean it's safe. So it's going to be an interesting contrast. But anyway, there you go. I look forward to hearing from you. And of course, if you don't want to hear about FSD, I don't blame you. It does get old after a while, doesn't it? Anyway, either way, just give me a comment. Onward, upward charge.